Hello, Facebook friends, and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm excited to be here with you all tonight. Originally, I was supposed to interview a special guest tonight who we rescheduled for later in August. She's not feeling very well, but I'm really excited. She's a bikini competitor, one of my best friends, so that interview is going to be awesome. I'm going to talk to her about all about her training, ups and downs of competing, what she's learned along the way. She's done 3 shows, and she's definitely on her way to getting her pro card. So that interview will be awesome. So look for that end of August, the 23rd, I believe. So tonight I want to talk to you about a topic that has been surfacing in my life, but also in a lot of the people I coach, their lives like this past week, it seems. So when I spoke to my friend and she wasn't feeling well and we had to reschedule the show, I knew exactly that I was going to talk about this topic. And it's going to be all about upper limiting, is what I call this phase or this state of being that sometimes comes into your life. And when you're going through the transformation process, whether it's in your body, in your personal life, in your mindset, whatever phase of life that is, you go through a transformation to, change. When you change, you go through a transformation process. And there's different phases of this transformation process that take place every single time. It's like a part of it. So you have the inception phase where you're really excited. Your excitement can carry you. You feel like, let's use transforming your body as an example, because that's what I deal with the most. You get really excited about it. You can white knuckle it for a while because your excitement's pushing you through. Nothing's going to stop you. This is the time that you're actually going to commit. This is the time you're actually going to lose that 20 pounds and you're going to do it, right? And that's called inception, or the excitement phase, I like to call it. But that wears off. It wears off for everyone. It wears off for me. It wears off for everyone that I've ever coached. That's normal. And then we go into a phase called deception. And this is a phase where maybe self-doubt starts coming in. I usually notice it's around anywhere from like 2 to 3 to 4 weeks in. Things start feeling like they're getting a little harder. Things just get a little tough. Maybe you've got some criticism coming in from family members or friends, or you feel like there's a lot of temptations like parties, or your willpower just isn't as strong as it was during that first 2 weeks. Weeks 1 and 2, like I said, are all good and dandy. Your excitement's carrying you through, and then you hit this point. And sometimes it feels like shit hits the fan. And it can show up in your life in different ways, and it's normal. This is a part of the process. And if you know this is going to happen to you and you have awareness, you'll be able to recognize it when it comes. You'll easily be able to say, all right, I know exactly what's going on. I know that this is a part of the process. And then you've got 2 options. So you can either quit, but if you quit, you fail. So you can either quit, or you can choose to recognize it, be aware that you're in that state, and continue to push forward, stay the course, and break through. So my final thing I want to say about this is remember that when it gets hard, or it feels like things just aren't going right, or it's getting really challenging, or maybe you had a day where you didn't treat your body the way you should have, and you fell back in, you had a little relapse, you fell back into old patterns. Get right back on track and know that it's part of the process, and that usually a breakthrough is right around the corner. I call this like upper limiting. When you feel like you're trying to get to this goal and just there's every, evil, whatever you want to call it, is pulling out every stop to stop you, it's usually because you're about to break through. So recognize all those difficult things that are happening in your life and that are showing up. Be aware of them. Say, I see you. I know you're there, but this just means that I'm about to have a breakthrough. This just means that I'm about to take it to the next level in my body. This just means I'm about to release that next 10 pounds. This just means I'm about to break through in my business. This means I'm about to meet the next person that's going to take my business to the next level. So these are totally normal things. They happened to me this last week. I kind of felt like that was happening, and I started getting text messages from other people, and I was like, you know what? I need to talk about this, because even I know this, and it can still be challenging for me sometimes, but I swear if you're aware of this deception phase and you just take notice and you're aware of it, it will help you out tenfold in every phase of life when you're transforming. So yes, Laura, you are right at that point. You've been doing this a month now, so that is totally normal. You're at that deception phase. So just take notice of it. And the other thing I do in these moments is I go back to why I'm doing it. Right? So for me, it's right now it's building a business, whereas maybe before it would have been transforming my body. Whatever the deception is that you're hitting, go back to why you're even going through the transformation process. You have to be so clear on why you're doing it, and that why has to be so strong that it will literally just pull you through this phase, this shit hits the fan phase, I'll call it. So get really clear on why you're doing something. It has to be emotional. It has to be, you have to want it so bad. You have to want it more than, staying the same. You have to want it more than what anybody else could criticize you for, and it doesn't even matter. You have to want it that bad, and you have to know why you want it, and then that will carry you through the tough times. Enroll accountability partners. Tell them what you're doing. Tell them you're going through this tough phase. You know that it's a part of the transformation process, but I just need to get it off my chest. Done. End of story. Tomorrow's a new day, and you break through. So anytime this happens, just take note of it. Like I said, be aware of it. Know that breakthrough's right around the corner, and it's all a part of the process. So that's what I really wanted to share with you guys today for Wellness Wednesday, because no matter what you're going through, you're going to hit this phase called deception, and it's all a part of life. I like to call it upperlimiting. Just remember, a breakthrough is always around the corner when it feels like things are getting really tough. So hang in there. Keep moving forward. Keep taking steps forward. Yes, Tracy, growth mindset. Thanks for joining. Totally. It's about being aware that this is a part of the process and knowing that you're growing and that you want it more than staying the same. You want it more than, settling for what you have right now in your physical body, in your business, in your life, whatever your goals are. So, all right, guys, I will try and go live next week. I will be in Las Vegas, and sometimes the Wi-Fi or service is really spotty. So I do have a plan. I'm going to give it a shot, but if for some reason I can't go live, I will definitely see you the following week, which I believe is the 16th. So I will see you in 2 weeks if I don't see you next week. All right, guys, have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for jumping on.